Hello. Hello, this is Greg Allison with Green Greg's Garden and Worm Farm, coming to you with another live update. I'm getting tired of having to do these live updates. Yeah, more news. It turns out this time that we have had two more rockets hit in the green zone, this time Katyusha rockets. Mind you, Katyusha rockets are the rockets that were developed by the Soviet Union, Russia, back in 1941 in World War II. So they're antiquated rockets. They're all over the place. This could have been done by any of the militant groups. This could have definitely been done by any of the popular mobilization forces there in Iraq. So we don't know who these came from. Certainly, they would not have been fired all the way from Iran in this case. Now, as it turns out, if you look at my thumbnail photograph for this video, that was one of the rocket strikes that actually hit at the Al Assad Air Base in western Iraq that was fired from Iran. Hello, Cody. I'm glad to see you there. I'm glad to see I've got a moderator. May need some moderators, guys. So this is interesting. When I reported yesterday, we didn't have all the details. More details have come in. It turns out that nobody was killed in the rocket attacks from yesterday. The rocket attack today. I mentioned the green zone. For those that don't know, the green zone is the Great Embassy compound. It's the security compound there in Baghdad, Iraq. And it is the place that used to be the presidential suite, the Saddam Hussein presidential palace is where our embassy is. And they extended more area around that and made a huge fortified area called the Green Zone. Somebody, Robert Morgan asked, what kind of rocket? These are the Katyusha rockets they hit today, just a couple of hours ago, inside the Green Zone, and just two of them. So it could have been almost anybody firing them. They're definitely out there. Hey, Greg, how are you? Yeah, I notice I'm making worm bins. Yeah, I'll do some more worm bin videos here. Wait, what is the question? Putting sand. Sand is just to prevent water from leaking through. Okay, on the worm bin question. So let's back to the rockets. The attack yesterday was dismissed by President Trump, and he basically, hey, they were just trying to scare us. They were just trying to thump their chest and say, hey, this is us retaliating, and we were big and bad, but they really weren't trying to hurt anybody. You're freaking me out, Greg, says High Country Homestead. Well, hey, there's weird news here. The Mideast is a morass. It's hard to figure out some of the things going on. For example, Trump said this. He said that, he was very dismissive about the attacks yesterday, and that kind of gets him off the hook for having to retaliate. So maybe he's not looking to try to instigate anything. Of course, if you really did want to hit somebody and you're sending a lot of troops over there, which we're doing, you don't necessarily want to telegraph your intentions now, do you? So what exactly is going on? Time will tell. It's hard to say. They said, hey, nobody was hurt with those attacks from yesterday that hit the Al Assad Air Base and other locations inside Iraq. You like my hat? Thank you, Stubble Nuts. So the situation is that there's a lot of questions. There were definitely buildings blown up. There was equipment destroyed. That was not an inconsequential attack. When you fire rockets from that many miles across, you probably don't know what you're going to hit. It may not have been their best rockets. There certainly weren't cruise missiles like we have that can put a missile right down in a specific quadrant in a window or right down a smokestack, as those things can do. But then again, they don't have those kind of capabilities. J. Long, howdy from North Carolina. Thank you. I'm seeing no more wars for Israel, says Zach. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of sympathy here, especially in this crowd. Halo, yeah. So I'm seeing a lot of replies here. Those rockets can do damage, though. Yes, they can, and that's the whole point, Angela. They did fire rockets. They were consequential rockets because they actually blew up entire buildings that they struck. So, it's like this, if you fire rockets randomly at a given area, the chances you're actually going to hit something in that area, especially the people in it, might be somewhat limited. It's amazing. Hi, Connie. It's amazing how many people have, let's see, Connie, I'm going to make you a moderator. It's amazing how many people have been to a lot of these rocket meets like the ones in Flat Rock, Black Rock in Nevada, where the large dangerous rockets, as they call them, LDRS, have been fired so many times, and nobody's ever been hit by one, even though one actually got fired through the crowd there on one occasion, and nobody was hit, although one landed in the rear tire of a BLM vehicle. So it's kind of funny how that works out. The density of people aren't just standing shoulder to shoulder everywhere, but when a rocket explodes, shrapnel can be flown out for several yards. And so it is very scary. That no one was hit is probably lucky for us and lucky for Iran. Now, that said, they may have done the attack in such a way that was limited. It was just 12 rockets. They certainly have been, it's been projected they really don't want to take us on directly, and it may be the case. Although they rolled the dice, they took a real substantial risk with that attack yesterday. And it seems that President Trump isn't prepared to react to that. That's how it seems. We don't know for a case for sure, because as I said, if you're about to make a major attack, you're not going to, unless you're some kind of idiot, you're not going to telegraph, hey, we're going to hit you. We're going to hit you here and then and blah, 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 blah. Oh, no, no, no. Take a Sun Tzu approach. Get your enemy to relax. How are you doing? It's a nice day. Have a drink. Relax. What can I get for you? And then you stab them in the back, right? That's how China may be treating us these days. Guys, China is the author, the country of origin of the Sun Tzu Art of War. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't Donald Trump write a book called The Art of the Deal? Interesting. Yes. Maybe he understands Sun Tzu. Yeah, strategy, Angela Sandlin, strategy. So what's going on? Is that made from, oh, no, no, no. Oh, okay now, Heather. No. So gentlemen and ladies here, we need to be aware. Things are still very testy over there. We don't know what's coming next. It's very, 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 very unstable. We are sending a lot more troops. We're positioning a lot more military hardware. We're sending nuclear-capable B-52s to send down into the Indian Ocean, our base there. And so we don't know what is going to happen next. There's certainly, yes, John, fill up your vehicles. I filled up last night. And Lord Vader's waiting for an alien attack. Sounds like a job for Galactic Gregs, yes? So, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. This, guys, I started this channel to be actually a urban farming channel and cover worm farming and gardening. And I had a couple of videos. Somebody asked me about my power grid conferences that I'd run and asked me to do a video about that, and I did. Next thing I know, I'm running a prepping channel. And I'm hoping it's not an everyday blow by blow what's going on over there channel. But, I'm going to do what I can to keep, yes, Diego Garcia is the base where the stubble nuts, where the B-52s are being sent in the Indian Ocean. Diego Garcia. And so, yeah, you probably detected me going, Garcia. So, Mr. Greg, what is your prediction? War, no war? Well, RLB, it certainly looks like there's high prospects for it. Very high, very high. I mean, we are marshaling a lot of stuff over there. The tensions are ratcheting and ratcheting up. I hope calmer heads can prevail. I do think that, hopefully, Iran has got the good sense to know that they can't take us on directly. But on the other hand, our side might be just saying, hey, we're going to do it. We're going to do it irregardless. And they may be looking for any excuse, any false flag, or anything they can come up with to pummel Iran. Now, Iran has just made the statement that they're going to, Joseph Reynolds, yes. So Iran has made the statement they're going to take off their limits against making more uranium. Which we always thought they were doing anyway. And we know that Netanyahu of Israel has claimed that, once he crossed a certain threshold, he would strike them himself. Of course, he would rather us do it for him. So are we fighting their war? That's what a lot of people here think. And I hope that's not the case. But, Uh, Whatever the case is, we're there. We're getting there in a bigger way. Things are ratcheting up. Tensions are happening. The room for miscalculation is growing. There's a lot of players in the pond here. We have the popular mobilization forces. There's a lot of consternation, a lot of angst. A lot of people there are really flamed up. So there is so much room for things to go bad, to go wrong. 2020s are not looking good. Cody, you're exactly right. There is so much room for things to go nuts now. Uh, like I said, the attack from last night was not inconsequential as much as Trump had tried to make it sound. He may be doing that intentionally just to get things to calm down. Maybe he's wanting to try to de escalate things, or maybe he's got other intentions. How do we know? We don't know. Israel's capable of fighting themselves. Yeah, they've got plenty of stuff, but they'd rather have us do it for them, wouldn't they? Yeah, why are we there? Why really and truly are we there is a darn good question. But the fact of the matter is, we are there. It's not, to me, whether I like it or not, I'm not saying anything on that regard. I'd rather we not have war. I mean, quite frankly, there are a lot of good people in Iran. There are a lot of good people there who do not favor the regime that's over the country. We don't make it easy for them by hitting their country, because a lot of times people like that will side with their country when they're under fire. And how can you blame them? We did a lot of bad things over. We took the president, duly elected president in Iran, and deposed him and put a tyrant in charge called the Shah. I think we have the hang of the wrench, says Connie. Okay. General Sal's divide and conquer. Yes, yes, yes. Iran is the last place in the world for one of their banks. Ah. That may be it. When did this happen, Chad? Just a couple of hours ago is when a couple of the Katyusha rockets hit. Now, the Katyusha rockets, once again, can be from anybody in that area. The Katyusha rockets are small World War II rockets that were built to be launched from the back of a truck in multiples at one time in a multiple launcher type system. But they're old technology. And gosh, I built rockets more sophisticated than that myself. I mean, I've hit the edge of space with rockets that I built and launched from balloons personally with me and my group here in Huntsville, Alabama. So why the dollar is worthless? Yeah. Okay, bankers' wars is a question, not Iranian. Lots of questions here. So I want a bike and more money for my teeth. All you want for Christmas is your two front teeth. Yeah, you got to wait till next year, my friend, for that. Trust me, I know Santa. All right, all that said, yeah, these are, hey, you know what? You got to be able to have some sense of humor in the worst of times, or else you'll go crazy, my friends. Sometimes you have to laugh at adversity. Don't get scared. Be prepared. I'm obviously not trembling. I'm not scared because I am prepared, and that's what I urge you to do. And I will have links below in the not too distant, not right now, but later tonight. There are links below my other videos where you can go to My Patriot Supply and get prepper supplies. You can get long-term food storage. Get it now. The prices of food are going to skyrocket. I've covered that in other videos. Check, you really want to be able to grow heirloom seeds that you can replant the seeds that you harvest from. Check out True Leaf Market for those, and also for growing microgreens and, hey, worms. www.greengradswormfarm.com. The best prep is mentally. Amen, amen, amen. That is exactly right. Mental. The key thing is you've got to be spiritually and mentally strong. You can't let everything get to you. You've got to try to stay in some good sense of humor. You've got to love those you're with, love your family, love your friends. Reach out to people around you. Stay out of the hive. Yes, amen, Cuddy. Stay out of the hive. Maybe this whole thing is a ploy to get us all into the hive. That's definitely a possibility. Prices going up. Yeah, I heard gas prices that went down this morning, but they may shoot back up. If not now, later. Two Katyusha rockets is not the most serious thing on Earth. It's not a threat to the green zone, if you will. It's just it's an event. It's one more event. The event they downplayed yesterday was more of an event than they let it on to be. So there's a lot going on here, just so much going on with what's happening with the Greens. I mean, General Mark A. Milley, or Milley, however he pronounces that, Milley. He is the chief of staff, and he is a general who served many administrations. But he was saying himself that the attacks from those rockets that Iran launched yesterday, those missiles, was indeed intended to kill people and damage things. So he didn't back it down as much as President Trump did. And if you look at the damage photographs, I can see where he's coming from. Thank you, Connie. Connie refers to me as her magic garden gnome. Anyway, so yeah, they're messing. Hello, everyone from Central North Carolina. Hello, Lily. Lily Homestead. Yeah, homesteads, guys. You really need to start thinking about homesteads. Could the rockets have come from Syria? Not the two fired today, Greg. They're Katyusha rockets. They're too small. They don't have the range to have come from Syria. Now, they might have been trucked in from Syria or some other places, but they were fired from within Iraq. I could be dreaming. Hi, Tricia. And you're welcome. So these rockets are not big, powerful rockets that were fired into the green zone. They could have done damage. They could have killed people, absolutely. But, you know, the green zone's a big area. The embassy is a complex within the green zone. The green zone is part of our fortified U.S. territory. You know, when you've got an embassy, your embassy territory is sovereign territory of the country the embassy belongs to within another nation. So we consider that our sovereign territory. I think spent $2 billion or more dollars setting that green zone in the embassy up there. It's a highly fortified, our most fortified embassy there is. So again, you know, things are happening. They're happening daily. This wasn't really a major event, but it's just one more reminder of the morass we're in. Hello, Greg from Nashville, Tennessee. Hey, it's just up the road from me. Lena, that is real close. So it's hard for me to read the names. Leah. It's hard for me to read these. Oop, I blew me up. I didn't mean to. Whoops. How do I get out of that? Guys, trying to read the screen, and I'm doing crazy stuff with the video. Maybe that's a good time to get out of here. I don't see where my scroller thing is for size on the video, so pardon me. You're getting me a little closer than you probably want to see me. Anyway, well, look, we got to have some laugh in adversity. That's important. Again, your mental preparation is the most important, one of the most important things. So do be aware, prepare, and try to keep your eyes wide open and head on a swivel. That's why I'm coming to you now. I'm going to try to keep you up with the best information I can as I know it, as soon as I can get it to you when things are getting crazy. You know, maybe I'm like your weatherman telling you that tornadoes are coming. I hope I'm not as crazy as some of those guys are. So I'm trying to be real here. I'm just letting you know the tensions are still there. We don't know fully what all's going on, but what your takeaway point is this, that you need to be aware and prepare for whatever's to come, because some of these people threaten our power grid. That's one of the things they've talked about. There could be attacks here from sleeper cells. We don't know. That's my biggest fear. I do wish I could figure out how to screenshot this down. Every time I mess with it, I'm trying. There we go. Good. Yeah, my screen wasn't too responsive. That's a little better. I didn't want to be all up in your face. Pardon me for that. Earthquakes in Iran yesterday as well. Yes, there were earthquakes. I think it was a 4.9 or something. There's a lot of earthquakes in Iran. That could be, that's probably natural. Yes, Connie, thank you. Very good. So just stay tuned. I will try to bring you more. Yeah, humor is the most important thing. Let me see if I can scroll that back down. In times like these, yes, Shannon, that's true. That's what I'm trying to bring here and keep it going. So keep your spirits up. Don't let it tear you down. But, you know, if you got family members, let them know you love them. Let your friends know you love them. Give somebody a hug today, tomorrow. Keep your gas tank full. Buy groceries. Get things. If there's anything you want to get, anything you want to get for prep and supplies, get it now. We don't know what's coming. Maybe nothing. Maybe this will all blow over, but we don't know that. So just keep your eye. Yeah, no end time conflict. Well, let's hope not. Not now. But I don't know. You rock. I'm glad to have found your channel. Well, thank you, Stanley Silva. Yeah, it's real hard for me to read the names on the screen. So pardon me. America needs to mind its own business. Amen. Skia Punk Oil Alternative Living there. A long-time supporter of this channel. Dog Food Don. Okay, Dennis the Menace. Guys, 377 watching. Thank you, guys. 380 is what I'm saying now. Guys, I really appreciate y'all. I really do. You're great. You're great people. You were coming here. Share this. Share the information. Share my other videos. Especially go back and look at my power grid defense videos. Check them out. See what this means. Share them. Look at my videos on prepping. Look at my videos on gardening. Now's the time to learn these things and get some books, because if the grid goes down, you won't be able to watch these videos anymore. Get them while you can. Oh, Coleman, Alabama. Yeah, that's just down the road. I got family there, Aquarium Light. What was that? Wait a minute. Maybe I got the wrong name there. Oops. Again, I blew my face up trying to see the screen. Oh, all right. Pardon me for that, guys. Now I'm trying to scoop it down, and it don't work too well. Yeah, this screen's kind of wonky. All righty. Sorry about that, guys and gals. Definitely not as crazy as the Democrat. Oh, yeah. Virginia scares me, guys. It really does. I'll have to do some talk on that too at some point, but I got to be careful on these channels what you say. But you know what I'm talking about. Absolutely, everybody here knows what that's all about. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna end the video now. I've beat on this enough for now. Just know this. Know that things are tough. Know that it's uncertain right now. We don't know what's coming. Oh, there was a coronal mass ejection just occurred from the sun. I actually was planning to do a video on this, and I will probably today or tomorrow. Not today, maybe tomorrow. Now I'm real busy tomorrow, actually. I've got a meeting in Huntsville, Alabama, L5 Society tomorrow, so afternoon. So it may be the weekend before I get around to it. There was, again, a coronal mass ejection from the sun that was not aimed at us. Had it been aimed at us, it could have done us in, because our magnetosphere, our Earth's magnetic field, is dropping in field strength so much. CME this weekend. Woo. Yeah, I hope it's not aimed at us. My friends, our magnetic field is getting weaker and weaker. I just did a video on that. See that. Even though we're still in the solar minimum, that doesn't mean the sun cannot shoot out a major CME. You can get major. The Keratin event was not at a solar maximum, I don't believe. So I have to go back and double check that, but you can get a big CME even in a solar minimum, and we could even get a Keratin scale event, but it doesn't take a Keratin scale event to cook our goose today. The magnetic field is going weaker and weaker, and even if it had been stronger, it is believed a 1921 railroad type event could take out our power grid. Taking out our power grid could wipe us out. I mean, permanently, my friends. You really, really need to see my videos on these topics. If you've not watched them, watch them. Yes, Molly, I agree with you there on VA. Absolutely. It's a scary situation there. We live in scary times. Yeah, Diamond says, he says it may do it again. Absolutely. I think Diamond's about to start a program too, so I don't want to go too long. I don't want to overlap on his show, because a lot of you want to get over and watch the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. By all means, do that. Hi, Greg, Nippy fan for life. Well, thank you. So get over and tell Diamond that Greg Allison sent you and said hi. Go to the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and say Greg Allison from Green Greg's sent us, because I know he's about to start his video. Tell him I said hi, but I've got to pack up, so I'm not going to be able to log into that one right now. Diamond is running late. Okay, good. Yeah, a lot of you guys hit both these channels. Dennis Dominus, go to the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Dennis. Check it out, the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. I'm just here from my phone. Maybe somebody would want to put a link in, or one of my moderators. Connie, you subscribe to both. Why don't you throw a link in here on that? so people can see that. And just tell Diamond that Greg Ellison said hi. I got to get out of where I'm at right now. I've got a lot of things to do. So I'm not going to be able yeah, I'm like, hey, Susie Q. So I'm not going to be able to jump on his show right now. I'll check it later. Diamond sent me to you. Yeah, yeah. Diamond sent me a lot of people. And so I'm trying to send y'all back. Share the love. Look, guys, we have to, there you go. Thank you, Connie. We're all together, guys. We all have to stick together in these tough times. We really do. I think we need to work on this tribe building and quite a few other things. Premieres in 15 minutes. Good, 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 good. All right. I found you from Rex. Yes, Connie, you did. Thank you. And definitely, I got a lot of people from Rex. If you get on Rex's show, if you don't know Rex's show, The Leak Project, he sent me a lot of people. Check out The Leak Project. I'm sure he'll do something live tonight. If you go there, tell him that Greg Ellison said hi. And I sent you. The Leak Project covers a wide range of topics. Quite a wide range. Interesting stuff. So, everyone, I'm going to go. I beat this horse enough. You know what's going on now. You know that we're living in perilous times, that there is a lot of uncertainty, and that definitely means you need to be prepared. You need to be aware and prepare. Keep your eyes wide open and the head on swivel, because we don't know what's coming. Just be prepared. That's all I can say. I'm doing everything I can to help you. There's enough information on my website right now with wild edibles and how to purify and sanitize water that will take care of most of the people. I haven't done a lot on, well, there's still stuff in the West that I'll cover. Hopefully I can get things going in Arizona and do more work on things on the western side of this country to help you guys out there. Other than I have covered LA as a specific topic. But some of you know I've got a little project going on in Northeast Arizona also. And hopefully I can get back to that in not too distant future. So everyone, I'm going to say you're great. I love your support. Let's all hang in here. We're going to try to get through this. Yeah, thank you, Saul's Odds, for sharing the Leak Project site there. And all right, everyone. Good night and have a blessed night. I really hope the best for everybody. Let's hang in there. Thank you all for supporting. Bye. Good night.